Welcome to this session. This is a library management system presentation, and I'm going to give you a presentation on this system and the functionalities of this particular system and how it is practically used in a given library setup. We are going to do it practically, but before we dive into practical session, I want to maybe highlight some areas on the same. Now, first of all, let us remind ourselves, what is library automation? Automation automatically comes from the word to automate or automatic. It means that it refers to the use of computerized systems and softwares to manage and automate library collections, operations, and services. It involves various activities like cataloging, circulation, acquisition, serial control, reporting, usage statistics, even performing information literacy sessions. These systems can help libraries to efficiently manage their collections, therefore providing better services to users, and again, it improves access to information resources. A library can practice library automation in various ways. You can automate your library by implementing a library management system to manage your collection. You can also install a library automation machine for security management of the library. Also, for, let's say, e-resource management, etc. So this is a wide area, but I'm going to focus on specifically library management system for managing collections and other services in the library. We are going to focus on a single LMS, Koha. And what is Koha? Koha is an open source. When I say open source, it means it is free. Several programmers came together and they share their source code. And then they compile that source code in a database for codes. And therefore, it is free. It is produced under GPL. It is General Public License. So it is free. It is available. You can download freely and install. Maybe the costs come from customization, or if you want to make it, if you want to own it as an institution or as a library, that's where the cost comes in. But it is free. Anybody can download and use. Now, because of its flexibility and customizability, Koha is a robust, popular LMS choice for libraries of all kinds, starting from a small school library to large academic institutions, for example, university libraries. So therefore, Koha is a highly volatile and scalable system. It can be adopted at any library, regardless, whether a small library, even at home, your personal library. Koha can manage your collections. Koha offers a range of features and functionalities, and it also supports a variety of library standards. Remember, libraries follow a set of standards. You can't just offer services that are not in tandem with the standards. So it supports a variety of standards and protocols, such as MAC. We all know MAC, machine readable cataloging standards. Currently, we are at Flavor MAC 21. We have AACR2 and RDA standards. These are standards for description. RDA is slowly replacing AACR2. It is a resource description and access standard. We have Z39.50 stroke SRU. SRU is search and retrieve via URL. It is a protocol used to retrieve information materials, or when you're describing, you can easily import records from a different library. For example, if you have a book that you want to catalog, but another library has the same book already cataloged, there's no need of you doing this afresh. You can just import the records, okay? Perfect. We have other LMS softwares that are available in the market. But some of these are proprietary, or you must pay for them, like Mandarin, CC Dynax, LibSystem, Liberty, etc. So these are other available library softwares, but they perform the same job, just like Koha. Now, what are Koha modules? Or in other words, functionalities of Koha. It has these modules: patron module, circulation module, cataloging module, acquisition, OPAC, reports, and other modules like OAI, that is Open Archives Initiatives, protocol, metadata harvesting. We have another one, KOC, Koha offline circulation, and even label creators, and other modules available. I'm not going to discuss all these because, trust me, I'm going to bore you to death. But I'm going to pick a few of these modules that are, you frequently use, okay? Patrons, you can use to add users. You can edit. In other words, patron module is used for user profiling your users, okay? We have circulation module used for performing circulation procedures, checking in, checking out, renewing, holding, overdue, transfers. For example, you want to transfer a specific set of collection to another library, you can do the same. Acquisition, cataloging, you can add records, you can import records, you can edit existing records, you can delete or merge records. We have acquisition module. This one is for performing purchases, and you can add a vendor. Other people call it, is it book suppliers? Okay? You can create baskets for putting your collections, okay, prior to purchase. We have, you can perform ordering, so you can send orders, receive orders. You can, it can control your budget very well. Then we have now OPAC, online public access catalog, used for searching, placing suggestions, reading lists, and blah, blah. Then now it has a module for reporting, very important. I'm going to deal much on reporting again. Then we have other tools, like I mentioned. Now, before I go to reports, I mentioned about 7 modules. Now, Koha, the reason why Koha is, or LMS in general, library management system, is very important, is it helps libraries to to manage their resources very well, and therefore, you are conforming to the library, the 5 laws of library science. Do you remember the 5 laws of library science? You remember them? Ranganathan, yes, by Ranganathan, father of librarianship. LMS, especially law number 4 and 5. Law number 4 says what? If you get it, I'm going to buy you soda, a big one. And a very cold one. The 4th law of library science, what is it? Perfect. Which brand are you using? Is it Sprite or the other one? Okay, save the time of the user. Okay? Now, library management system, specifically Koha, it saves the time of the user. Why? Because it assists libraries to manage their collection. It organizes their collections very well. When users come in, they can quickly and easily get what they need. Either they can do this by the help of a librarian, or they can do this independently. That is after learning how to operate OPAC, for example. All right? Now, reports and statistics in Koha. We all know that statistics is considered to be an essential mechanism in planning and implementing human areas. Librarians use statistics for what? For proper operation of the library for the following purposes. To prepare annual reports, okay? Koha helps you to do that. Seated armchair report writing. Seated, Koha will do pure reporting for you to assess the functionality of different departments. For example, if you want to know how cataloging is performing, Koha can tell you. If you want to know acquisitions, how you acquire your books, okay? Koha can tell you. Even circulation statistics, for example, if you want to know how many checkouts performed in a given day, in a given date range, what are the highly circulating books? Koha can tell you that. Third one, you can use Koha to do what? To measure ROI, ROS, or return on investment, return on service. We have what? CBA. What is CBA? Cost benefit analysis. Okay? This is just but ways of proving the value of library resources. Koha can tell you whether your resources are valuable, because it is one thing to have resources in the library, but it's another thing not to be used. So always librarians are smiling when they see users coming in, sad, but walking out happy. It means the problem they had, it has been sorted out, okay? Now, libraries generate a wide range of reports and statistics to help track usage, measure performance, and inform decision making. Now, so we are going to deal with these reports. So Koha has a guided reports wizard. It guides you on how to generate a report. It has SQL reports, structured query, language. It has the following statistics in all those areas or departments, acquisitions, down to holds or cash register. Now, let us dive into practice, okay? We want to do this practically. We want to add a patron. We want to, I want to show you areas, key areas that you are supposed to note when you are adding a book. Then finally, I'm going to show you how to do reporting using Koha, all right? Now, Koha has two interfaces. Koha has two interfaces. It has a staff client interface, and then it has a user interface, opaque, all right? Now, for you to log in as a staff, first of all, you must be registered as a patron, all right, or as a user. Then you are given privileges as a staff. And then there are levels of privileges, all right? So there's super admin, then super admin, blah, blah, blah. Then some can only perform circulation operations, only. Some can be doing maybe settling fines or whatever. But some can be performing all those modules that I mentioned, all right? Now, this is Koha. Now, these are the modules I was talking about. We have circulation, we have patrons, then we have cataloging, we have serials, acquisition, then we have reports here. Now, let's go to cataloging very fast. Now, if you want to access a demo account in your browser, just type Koha demo. Just type Koha demo. Then you just click this one, the first one. Then you can choose from this list the version that you want, Mark 21, version 22. Then now you can log in as a opaque user or as a staff user, all right? Now, these are the login credentials. Demo as a username, demo as a password, okay? It's not a must that you can try today, but you can just capture those steps. When you are free, you can do the same, all right? Now, so if you want to log in, just click staff interface. So you will log in as a staff. Then you just, username is demo. I think it's small letters, demo. And password is demo. Beautiful, you are in. You are in. This is demo account. So whatever you see here is exactly the same when you log in the other Koha. Now, If you want to add a user, sorry. If you want to add a book, for example, you want to catalog a book, you come to new record, then you go to default framework. I'm going to just pinpoint some areas that are very important. I want to remind you, or remind us, the 8 elements of description that you learned in cataloging. 8 elements. Order, year, hey. Title, year of publishing, publisher, we call publication details, all right? Yeah, pagination, okay? We have ISBN, we call standard numbers, all those edition statements, notes like bibliographies and indexes, all right? Now, that is just meant to, that is called description. That is description. You are describing an item, all right? Now, so this field, you can see we have 0 to 9, okay? Now, out of these 8 elements fit in, so field number 0, I will not talk about field number 0. We go field number 1 is for, you can see main entry, personal name. So meaning this is for order, okay? Order field, then we have section 2, you can see title somewhere there, all right? So that is title field. Then we can go to number 3, that is a physical description. So you can describe your book physically. The height of the book, the number of pages, illustrations, if it has, okay? Then number 4 is for series statement. Number 5 is for notes. Number 6 is for subjects. Number 7, added entries, all right, if there are others, okay? Number 8, the same series, added notes. Then number 9 is just for in-house, for example, depending on the classification scheme that you use. Some use DDC, that is Dewey Decimal Classification. Some use LC. Some use what? In-house classification number. Like, how can you locate a book on the shelf? Use a call number, isn't it? How do you come up with that call number? Okay, it can be either one of the two, DDC or LC, or any other number. For example, accession number. Senevo? Yeah. All right, thank you. We are done with that because of time. Let's go to second. Let's go to circulation. Oh, no, sorry, patrons. Now, this one is adding users, okay? For example, in a library setup, you can have students as users, you can have teachers as users, you can have even parents as users, even board of management as users, okay? Now, here, it will, not circulation, but patrons. So here, you just generate a list of patrons that you have, and then you can add a new patron. Now, for my case, these are our patrons. Students taking certificate courses. We have faculty members. We have postgraduate students, part-time. So in your case, it will be students. And as well, you can categorize your students as Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, Form 4, or Class 1, 2, 3, any. Okay? Yeah. So this is just for adding patrons. So for example, if I select undergraduate, for example, then you have to populate. There is a field that you have to key in the name, admission number or library card number, blah blah. Address, if it is, if you want to add address for parents, okay. Even okay. Now, so let's go to the next one. Let me go back. Now we have circulation. Here, you can manage your circulations, borrowing or issuing and returning. So that one, I'll not talk much about that one. So I want to go straight to reporting because of time. You have a question? Yes. Yes. Yes, you can migrate, data migration, all right? Yes, yes, yes. So you download that list, then you can just import into Koha, okay? Yes. Koha doesn't have that module of integrating because those are two competing systems, okay? So they, they can't share data, all right? But you can download separately, then you can import into a different system, Koha. Now, let's go to reporting because of time. Time is not our best ally. Now, reporting, you can do reports in two ways. You can use a guided wizard, guided report wizard, or you can create from SQL. That is, if you have some programming skills of SQL, you can write a code. But I'm going to show you how to use both, but measuring on this one, guided one. Now, when you go there, the systems tell you, build a report. Where? You choose. For example, circulation, cataloging, patrons, acquisitions, blah, blah. Assume you want to check, you want to build a report on circulation. You want to know how your books are circulating, okay? Okay? Now, go there. Then, do you want to make a report public? You can leave it as default. Then you can proceed next. Now, a representation is tabular. That is the only available representation. Summary and matrix, not yet. So you go to next. Now, you can choose some fields. Remember, we were talking about circulation, all right? So we can pick a card number for a borrower. Let's say first surname. So you can select all at once, or you can, let me do this, allow me. So, then you can control, then you select this one. Then you can go down, scroll down. Home library, patron category. Then you go down. Because we want to know how the books are circulating, so we want to build a report here. So we go to item here. Either we can pick barcode of the item, or so we can pick this one. All right. Go down. Then now total checkouts. Total checkouts. Sorry. Let me go back. I don't know why mine is not, there are some tabs here that you are supposed to add to the other side so that it can generate for you. But anyway, now let's go back. Let's go back a bit. Let us use create from SQL. I'll show you how to do. And today you'll be programmers. I promise you. I promise you. Now, when you want to create a report from SQL, no need of writing your own code. No need. What you do, you go to Koha report library. It will open another window. Then, as I said, Koha is an open source, meaning different programmers with their own source code have contributed their codes. Then they are available for use for any user. Now, here, you can get any report that you can ever think of using this particular Koha report library. Now, you can scroll down. For example, you want to know the age of your collection by copyright date. All right? The age of your collection by copyright date. So you can scroll down. For example, then we have age here, right? So you can click age of collection by copyright date. It will bring you here. Now, this is the SQL code I was talking about, this one. You copy this code, the whole of it, Don't alter anything. Just copy like that. Then go back. Then paste here. Then we have to give this report a name, okay? So we can go back here, then go back a bit, then we can copy this one, age of collection by copyright date. We can take this one, copy, go back, paste it here. All right, you can select a group name. This is for what? For acquisitions. Then you are good. Then you save, scroll down and save the report. Perfect. So your report has been saved. Now, then you can now run the report. There we go. So we have 43 results, and let me display all. Let me display all. Look. Oh, this is serious. It means in our collection, we have a book as old as 1579 to 1575 to 1579. It was published those days. Then the latest copyright date here is between, no, this is a mistake. It is between 2020 to 2024. Okay? We actually have 31 books in our system published within those date range. Sure. Now, if you want to make it look good, you can use graphical representation. You can use either you can use a pie chart or a bar line. Okay, a bar graph. I mean, then it will just it will show you that. Okay. If you want to use a pie chart for better explanation, you come back, choose a pie, then draw. That is it. You see? Yes. And so if you represent such a report, I'm telling you, if you are to be funded, I'm very sure you are going to be funded because you are giving a real report. Okay? You are not faking or cooking data. Okay? Now, let me show you another thing. We can go back. We can go back to this tab here. Now, assume you want to know the total number of users in your system. Total number of users in your system. So you want to know, that is called patron report. So you can go up. Sorry, it's a long, yeah, there we go. So, statistical reports, overdue, acquisition reports, serial reports, troubleshooting, miscellaneous reports. So if you can quickly, you can just Control and F, that is Control Find. Then you can type up there, you can say patron. Report. Sorry, you can just say patrons. Now, there, you can, if you want to know patrons with fines, for example, you just click there and repeat the same procedure, okay? Repeat. So, first of all, let's go back. Now, we have to generate a new report here, then new SQL report. And then you can paste. So we are going to copy the same. Sorry. You will forgive me. This is it's more of it involves a lot of steps. So I hope you will bear with me. So we are going to paste this SQL here. Then we give this report a name. So this is patrons with fines. Okay? Sorry. Copy. come here, we paste it here. This is under what? This is under circulation, if I'm not wrong. Okay? No, sorry, patrons? No, with fines. So this is under circulation. Then we can now save the report. So once it is saved, then you can run. Then you can run the report. So if there is a list of patrons who have delayed with books, it will show you. The system will show you. Look, we have 287 users who have extended with the books that they borrowed, with their outstanding fines. Okay, my institution are very strict with fines. So you can see one with 10 shillings, another one here with 9,000. Yeah? So this is the report. Okay? So you can now download. You can now download this. Yes, like now this one, Daniel Kimwele. He borrowed it maybe 2 years ago, and it disappeared with the book. You see? Then now you can download this one. Then you can follow case by case. Yes, because they are. Now let me show you another thing here. Now, sometimes no need of repeating these things every year, every time you are doing a report. So once you do a report, okay, just a minute. Now, once you do a report, they are saved here. They are saved. So if you come to saved reports, you can see all the reports that you have ever generated. All right? Now, let me show you one thing here. So you can go down. You can go to the last here. Now, like now, the report that this is the report that we generated a few minutes ago, okay? Now, if you want to know, for example, let me just close this. You can just come here and run. For example, if you want to know, if you want to get inventory report, subject-wise, list of books, just come here, then run the report. If you have ever generated this report, you just run. The system will, within a click of a button, we can see how many books we have. We have 30,919 books, okay, available in our library. Then now you can use this list for either stock taking or performing any other procedures. Now, you had a question? Somebody had a question? Who has a mic?
So I was asking if you can repeat how to create those graphs, if you don't mind.
Oh, how to create graphs. Okay. Now, let me go back a bit. Okay, let me use saved reports. Now, we were running this one, age of collection by copyright date. Okay? Now, I will not repeat how we pasted all those SQL codes. Let me just run, because it's already in the database. So I'll just run. So we have that breakdown. Okay? We have the breakdown there. Now, one more thing before I forget. Now, you can either choose a 5-year range, a 10-year range, or whatever. Okay? Now, if you want to edit the SQL that we had, you just come to edit. So before I show you how to generate graphs, then scroll down. You can see here the date range is the difference of 5. You will be programmers today. Now, I want to extend the date range to 10. Okay? So what we'll do, we delete this, we put 10. Okay? Then we go there, we put 10. So here is 10 again. So in order for our reports to look clearer, now here it will be 10 plus 9. You are instructing the system. Then here, down here is 10, and down here 10. Perfect. Then we want to save this. We want to update. Then once it has updated, we want to run this report and see. So it has reduced to 24 results. So it is now grouping in 10, range of 10 years. Okay? Now, and it is now shorter and more clearer. Now, if you want to now do a graphical representation, up there, we have create chart. So, okay? You just click there. Then you choose the type of chart that you want to use. Either pie, bar, or line. Okay? Now, this time let us use line. Then this is X and Y. Okay, we don't have X and Y in, oh yes, you have X and Y in line graph. Then you draw. That is it. You see that? Okay? You can change by just clicking create chart, choosing another type of chart. You use pie, then draw. Okay? Yes, and then now from here you can know between 1990 to 1999, 19.2% of the total collection was published in those date ranges or year ranges. So you can now assess your collection, whether it is they are due for weeding, they are old, okay? Yes. Now, any other question? Perfect. Let me just do one more. Now, you want to know the total weeding. You want to weed. For example, you want to weed some books. Okay, let me ask you. Have you ever done weeding in your libraries? Good. But we all understand that weeding is a very emotional process for librarians. True or false? You don't want to get rid of those books that you always see them every day you walk into the library. It's a very emotional, because for you, all books are for use, all right? But sometimes you need to replace your collection by newer versions, all right? Now, Koha can tell you which items are due for weeding. And it bases on what? Which criteria? It can check on the circulation. If a book has never been circulated for, let's say, 10 years, that book is maybe a candidate for weeding. It's okay. Now, so let me show you how to do that. So you come to this place, then you can search. Just Control F. Then you type the report that you want to locate. Weeding. Just weeding, yes. So we have weeding tool. So we can go navigate that to there. Now, this is the statement. SQL statement, you just copy. You will be using this until it gets into your nerves, until you understand by force, by fire. Now, new report, SQL. Perfect. Here, paste. Okay. Then you have to give this report a name. So we copy this. Sorry. Sometimes you can give a purpose. You see, purpose is a weeding tool. We call this super weeder because it includes all sorts of data to help in decision making. Okay? Yeah. So you can, So let us give this report a name. So we paste that one. Then we save. Then you are good to go. Let us run the report. We want to see whether it will do something. Then now you can specify which item type you want to read. Maybe you have books. Some have audiovisual materials, like DVDs, VHS, kits, all those. So let us focus on books, long books. We can specify a library here. Let's go to main campus. Then now, call numbers between. So, for example, if you're using accession register, you can put 001 to, let's say, 20,000. Okay? Now, for my case, because we use DDC, I'll put 000 to 999. So we now want to run the report. Perfect. You see? Now, we have the barcode here. We have the item call number. We have the title. Then now we have the copyright date. This is 1993. And total circulation, 0. It has never been borrowed. So these are candidates. You see that?
I'm glad that's not my book.
Okay, now let us scroll down, because you can see total checkouts here. Like now, this one is three times. Actually, the last time it was borrowed is 25th of March. Yeah, so that's okay. It can still stay in the collection. We have this one, 2018. That's not bad. Then here again, you can know the highly circulating books from this report. All right. So that is it. You can choose to display more results here. Let's say let's display even 1,000. Okay, so you see that Koha can really help you to do your reports, and it can help you to make informed decisions. Decisions about your collections, decisions about your users, and other operations. Okay, all right? Now, finally, let me mention something small about online public access catalog. That Koha is part of Koha. Now, how can you access? So if you're using a demo, go back to demo, then click on opaque. It will take you to another page. And it is, because it is logged in, it will just let you in. Now, for my case, let me just use this one. Okay, this is where users of a library interact with. They can search their materials. Now, one thing that libraries ought to do is to enable their users to be independent searchers, such that if a user walks into the library, first of all, you can ask that user whether he or she can assist himself or herself in the Koha or opaque access points. Many libraries have 2 or 3 access points, maybe at the entrance. All right? Now, here, a user can just search any keyword. And then it will direct that user to where that book is found. Okay? Using any keyword. Time is a problem, but I would have taken you through how to do queries, how to query a database, all right? For example, how to train a user to search the catalog, using a title, using an order, combining the two, using the Boolean operators like AND, OR, and NOT. We have something called nesting, phrase searching. You can search a phrase. There's something called truncating. For example, instead of saying laughing, you can just write laugh, then star. The system will search laughable, laughter, laughing. You see that? Anyway, time is not our best ally, so I am going to end there.
Thank you so much, Festus.